Hello friends, today we're going to put together a mini brands creation Krispy Kreme donut for Halloween, which today is the day after Halloween, so I'm a little behind, but my new friend Sybil the cat here wanted to open up this ball and have a Krispy Kreme treat, so I'm going to help her out. So I opened up the ball and here is all the stuff that came inside of it. I haven't done one of these in quite a while, so I'm not familiar with the process. It looks like this is actually a UV light, which is great because I was a little worried about the curing process and how that was going to work without a light. I do have a light in the mini brand fridge, which I haven't tried yet, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna open up the instructions and see what the process is and go from there. I'm back and here are the instructions that came with the kit. And if I flip this over, it appears that I have two items to make, which is a donut and a drink, and that appears to be set 3 from this I guess series for Halloween. So we'll be making the donut and the shake that comes with it. I'll have to go through the instructions and start the process with the donut. These are all the items I got. I think I have all the pieces here that came with the kit. So I'll validate that and then I'll get into the process for making the donut. So step number 1 with the donut shows the donut coming out of the container, which was over here. They just wanted to check out these tongs to see if I could hold it. And I think the first step in creating it is putting on the chocolate icing, which is right here. So I'm gonna open that up, whoops, and try it out and be right back. So I opened the bottle and I took off the seal and I put the top back on. And I think step number 1 is covering the donut with the chocolate glaze. So let's try that out and see how it goes. Ooh, it's kind of goopy. Ooh. Let me see what it says here. Just says keep going around and applying it. So I will keep doing that. And I don't know if I have to use the utensils to kind of spread it out, but let me keep going here. All right, I'm gonna work on finishing this and be right back. All right, so I put the glaze on the donut. It looks like it kind of melted apart over here and kind of drizzled off, but I'm gonna assume that's okay. I opened up this little box here that has some sprinkles and some spiders. I'm going to probably take the spiders out because it looks like there's a later step where you put the spider on. So I'm gonna take these out for now and sprinkle on the chocolate sprinkles if I can. So it seems super hard to do, so I'll get that done and I'll be right back. So I took the sprinkles out of the little jar here and I used the tongs to kind of disperse them amongst the top of the donut. I don't think I did an exact accurate job like this, but but you know, hey, what can you do? So now I think the next step says to put the light on it. So it says 5 to 10 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes in the sun. So I'm going to turn this on here, and here's the UV light. So I'm going to set it here for about 5 minutes, and we'll wait and come back, I guess, to take a peek and see what the next step will be, which it looks like putting on the white icing, which is step number 4. So we'll see how this does, and I'll come back. Sybil the cat is anxiously awaiting a treat, so we'll keep working on this. So it's been like, I don't know, over 5 minutes, like maybe 10 minutes, I'm not sure. I had the light on here, and I've been touching it with the tongs, and it appears to have solidified. So I'm going to go with it that it's been done and move on to step number 4, which is the white icing, which is this bottle right here. I'll open that up and I'll be putting that on. So now I'm back with the white frosting. It took a while to get that open because the seal wouldn't come off, so I had to use some tweezers and scissors to get that open. But so now we're going to move on to this next step here, which looks like drawing 2 circles and then 6 little lines to make a spider web. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to draw the inner circle first. Let's see how this spurts out first here before I start doing anything. Is it anything going to come out of this? Okay. Does say the white icing, so I'm hoping it will come out. All right, this might need some work, so I'm going to check this out and come right. All right, so this is much harder than it looks to do, but I managed to draw the 2 circles, and next I'm going to work on the lines, but I'm probably going to do that off camera because it's a little tricky. So I'll try to do those and come right back. I've got it to the point where it vaguely resembles a spider web. So I'm going to go ahead and do the next step and put the spider on. So I'm going to take one of the spiders here. And let me figure out a good spot to put it. I am going to, I think, put it here where this big chunk of stuff is. Oops. All right, that's a little crooked. Let me play around with that and be right back. Okay, so I managed to get the little spider on. I did damage one of the spiders while trying to put it on, so luckily they gave me 3, so I was able to get it on. I stuck it in the box to let it dry there because it said it would take 20 minutes. I decided to show Sybil my work, and needless to say, she is not very impressed. So let's see if we have better luck working on the drink, which is the next item in the set. And I'll give that a shot and show you what that looks like. So I'm back. So I was able to open the green drizzle, and I'm going to do step 1 for the drink and put the green drizzle inside the glass. Okay, so I put some stuff in the glass and it looks a little messy. It doesn't look as neat as this here, but I'm letting that dry out a bit. And then I'm going to move over to this and start opening it up, the chiller, and stirring it up and getting it ready to put in the glass. So this is what the chiller looks like opened up. The instructions say to stir it around, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I put it into the drink. So let's see how that goes. I've spent some time stirring this up. To be honest with you, it's kind of a little stinky. It does kind of look crystally like a drink, so hopefully when I pour it into the glass, it'll look like that and look like this in the photos. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Hey, so I'm back and I did the drink. I have to say it was a bit difficult to get the drink potion out of the container and put it in here. And like I said, it had a little bit of a smell to it too, but I managed to get it in. It still needs to dry, but it's kind of chunky, so it's not like it's gonna spill anywhere all over the place. I presented it to Sybil the cat, and she was like, meh, okay. Became very clear to me why the ball itself and the pictures on the directions are kind of what appears to be artist renderings and not actual photographs of the items, because quite honestly, I think it is next to impossible to get the exact look like the picture. But hey, what can you do? That's what you get with the kit. So I'm just gonna leave Sybil to enjoy her Halloween treats, and we'll see you next time. Bye.